This is Route 66 eastbound towards Amarillo from 1926 into the 50s. So, good 25, 30 years or so, this was Route 66. But then a new road was built to the south. And it's to the south of here is where you're going to find Cadillac Ranch. So the first, 4 times I've driven 66 in the last year or so, it didn't catch my attention. I didn't see it from the road because it's on the other side of the interstate, which is to the right of us right now. And so it's visible, but it certainly doesn't catch your attention. So I found it interesting. I hear a lot of folks talk about 66 trips and certain things that I've never seen. It's because it's off of an interstate. So I wonder if they do a little bit more interstate traveling than 66 traveling. But a version of 66 is a part of I-40 and the frontage road. So we will do that. I'll turn around up ahead and take that version. We'll get a better view. So off to the right here, it's on the other side of this house. Yeah, here we go. You're going to see it across the highway. Yeah, there it is. So see, you might not really catch it. You see that there are a lot of cars parked over there, and that really is what catches the attention. There's this open field coming up after this house here, and after these trees. Probably be able to see it, get a better view in the distance. So yeah, so I'm gonna keep heading east and then head south, catch the newer version of Route 66, the 1950s and later, and then get a video from that way, and we'll get a little bit better view of the Cadillac Ranch without leaving 66. So here's that road depicted on this 1936 map. You see that there's just nothing off to the south other than the railroad tracks, just empty field. But on this 1960 map, you see now 66 has moved with I-40 just south of the railroad tracks, and the little blue pin is showing you where Cadillac Ranch will end up being. This map from 2022, this is jimross66.com, is where I found it, and you'll see that original road in green and red, but then the newer 66 in orange, so that's the frontage road and the westbound lanes. So therefore, if you're traveling east, you can't be on 66. That frontage road, by the way, is one way. So that's one of the reasons I've always taken the one to the north, is to stay off the interstate, especially if I'm going to go eastbound. Okay, so we're in westbound 66, which is one way. North frontage road, and yeah, there you go. Now you can see Cadillac Ranch. Much easier. No surprise, a lot of people are parked and spray painting, checking it out, that sort of thing. So there you have it. I've only been there once, probably my very first long Route 66 trip back in 2011, and yeah, there are other interesting things, more interesting things to check out. But it's worth to go once, and but yes, stay off the interstates and stay on Route 66. Be a much more enjoyable trip. So I'm going to head right back up to the earlier 66, the 2-lane version, and head on into Amarillo. To see what's all inspiring the Route 66 suite, subscribe at patreon.com/Route66suite. What you see on Facebook or YouTube is only a very small fraction, probably about 10%. I have tons of videos, pictures, all sorts of things, updates about the progress on the composition, everything, patreon.com/Route66suite.